Generative AI has been a hot topic for months now, and not in a good way. The blatant and shameless use of AI in AAA games, most prominently Black Ops 7, has already pissed players off. And now this tweet from Tim Sweeney has added even more fuel to the fire. At this point, I'm wondering if Gabe Newell secretly pays Tim to keep shooting himself in the foot, but anyways, whether you're a gamer or a developer at a big company, you should be worried about this AI situation because what we're seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg. The real problem is much deeper and much worse than people realize. Now, before we get into the chain of tweets that pretty much expose the entire industry, let's quickly talk about the AI disclosures on Steam. The thing is, AI can't create something out of nothing. It's trained on existing data like art, images, or audio, and sometimes the training data might be copyrighted, which means that the AI can spit out copyrighted stuff, which of course can cause copyright violations. For a huge platform like Steam, addressing all these copyright violations would be a nightmare. Epic Store would have faced the same problem if anyone actually used it, which is actually a good thing since Steam doesn't have to worry about any of that nonsense and can focus more on posting stupid shit online. Back in 2024, Steam added an AI disclosure that forced the devs to be transparent about how they use generative AI and mainly classified it into two categories: pre- and live-generated AI content. They did this to make sure that developers actually took responsibility and prevented their AI tools from producing any type of illegal or copyrighted content. Now, this is the best part. Steam could have stopped right there, but they went one step ahead. We will also include much of your disclosure on the Steam store page for your game, so customers can also understand how the game uses AI. Now, the AI disclosure helps the players in making informed decisions in a marketplace that's already pretty much flooded with AI slop. And of course, the devs want to make easy money off of AI garbage. Well, they're pissed. This guy, Matt Workman, who's probably a dev, posted this on X. Steam and all digital marketplaces need to drop the made with AI label. It doesn't matter anymore. And quite understandably, he got ratioed by this response. The reason why guys like Matt Workman hate the AI label is painfully obvious. It doesn't allow them to push out AI slop unchecked. And it gets even worse for these losers considering how Steam offered refunds for Black Ops 7 over the undisclosed usage of AI. Now, this is what the disclosure for Black Ops 7 reads. Our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets, which is a lie since the game is filled with AI slop from banners to prestige icons, and even the dog shit story is probably written by ChatGPT. That's exactly why I would go as far as to say that even the current system needs to be improved, but more on that in a bit. Now let's look at Arc Raiders AI disclosure. During the development process, we may use AI-based tools to assist with content creation. In all such cases, the final product reflects the creativity and expression of our own development team. And you know what this tells us? That the AI disclosures only punishes AI slop, not games that use AI responsibly just as a tool. Arc Raiders is a massively successful game, and players don't really care much about their AI usage because 1. The game is $40 and it's completely understandable that corners were cut, and 2. The devs were transparent, they did not lie about how they used AI, and the final product does reflect the creativity of actual humans. And that's the whole point, transparency. It is the reason why players drop their guard. Otherwise, a ton of people might have still ended up complaining about the AI voice lines in the game. I mean, Eurogamers still whine about it regardless, but anyways, this is why I believe that now more than ever, AI disclosure needs to become more granular and specific, because now the conversation surrounding AI is much more nuanced than AI is equal to bad. Like, everyone uses AI in some way, shape, or form. I too use it in my everyday life to speed up my workflow. Games have been using some form of AI since the dawn of time, and now, according to some reports, 80 to 90% of the games are made using AI. And that makes perfect sense because it is a tremendously helpful tool. If developers use AI to code faster, generate textures, place assets on a map, fix animations, or handle repetitive tasks, that's perfectly fine. AI is literally the perfect tool for that. But when it comes to actual creative work like story, dialogue, music, costume design, world building, AI simply cannot replicate human emotions or intention. That's why you can never expect ChatGPT to write something even remotely close to the story or dialogue of RDR2. And I guess AI is the reason why most of the recent story-driven games like Ghost of Yotei or Assassin's Creed Shadows feel so shallow and soulless. That's why I believe that digital stores actually need to have more clear AI disclosures, which brings us back to the vague corporate lingo Activision used for Black Ops 7. And seeing how they pretty much got away with it, Steam should improve their disclosure system and take it even one step further by introducing some kind of checklist that forces the devs to be more specific about their usage of AI. And not just that, the devs should be legally bound to correctly specify all of this. So for example, the AI disclosure for Arc Raiders could look like this. And now the dumbasses at Eurogamer can avoid the game. In case of Black Ops 7, the list would look something like this. And now players can make an informed decision and hopefully have enough self-respect to not give Microsoft $70 for AI garbage. Speaking of which, there should be laws in place that either regulate the use of AI in $70 games or simply prevent publishers from charging a full price when AI is doing a significant amount of work. This is the type of rules and regulations that we need more than ever, because if you listen to Tim Sweeney and get rid of AI labels, all you do is create even bigger problems. First is the lack of trust, not to mention that trust is already on life support in this industry. I mean, just a few years back, gamers were already sick of fancy-looking E3 trailers only to get a severely downgraded final product. And we're seeing this play out on social media in real time, where trust has basically vanished with everyone questioning literally everything they see. So without AI disclosures, even the good games will suffer. Players would naturally assume the worst and call everything AI slop. And that would hurt every game, whether it's actually AI garbage or a genuine passion project. Then there's an even bigger problem: the layoffs. Since 2022, there have been around 45,000 layoffs across the gaming industry. Microsoft alone has laid off around 9,000 employees in July this year, and mostly were from the Xbox and gaming division. And this number is only gonna grow because these mega corporations are investing heavily into AI, trying to replace as many people as possible. Just recently, over the earnings call, Ubisoft talked about how they're making great strides in applying generative AI to high-value use cases that will bring tangible benefits to the players and teams. People have already noticed lazy AI-generated images in Anno 117 Pax Romana, which according to Ubisoft slipped into the final game. Now to me personally, it wouldn't have mattered that much, but this is Ubisoft we're talking about. I'm pretty sure those images didn't slip through their view, they were testing the waters. And if no one noticed, they would have tripled down on it, firing all the artists because they desperately want to cut costs. On the other hand, Microsoft has poured in around $80 billion into AI cloud infrastructures. Now the thing is that not just gaming companies but all these other tech companies are recklessly pouring an assload of money into AI, and it's actually hurting the entire gaming industry. I'm sure by now you have noticed that RAM prices have skyrocketed by 300 to 500%. That surge is because all these AI cloud companies are scrambling to grab as much RAM as possible. And the funny thing is, Microsoft of all companies is looking to use this price surge as an excuse to raise the console prices yet once again. Because apparently Xbox didn't plan ahead. I mean, how does that even happen? Microsoft owns Xbox and goddamn OpenAI as well. So I fail to understand how the could they not plan ahead? Especially when Sony PlayStation somehow managed to do it, and despite the price surge, the PS5 saw a $100 discount on Black Friday. Now you might be wondering that maybe Microsoft is being run by a bunch of idiots, and that might be true, but as I've said before on this channel, these people believe that hardware is a thing of the past and cloud gaming is the future. That's why they're deliberately trying to make their consoles unaffordable so that they can push people to their Game Pass services. So as you can see for yourself, this AI problem does not stop at sloppy games. And at a time when cloud gaming and subscription services are coming to take away your freedom to actually own hardware or games, Valve is actually working on launching the new Steam machine. So basically Valve and maybe Sony are the only things standing between you and a dystopian future where you own nothing and pay $50 a month to play AI generated garbage. So here's what it all boils down to. While all the big companies are busy trying to milk their customers, forcing AI shit that nobody wants, and then act surprised when the players push back, Valve is the company that listens to the players and tries to serve them in the best way possible. That's why players are so loyal to them. So maybe instead of telling Steam what to do, you should work on improving your epic failure store, Timmy boy, which according to some reports still hasn't made any profit. But I guess defending AI slop on X is more important to him, which once again shows how out of touch all these executives really are. AI could have been the best thing ever to happen to gaming. It could have made games cheaper, better, and more accessible if it were in the hands of passionate devs. But I simply can't trust AI in the hands of these greedy executives. Anyways, I'll leave you at that. Do share your thoughts about AI disclosure in the comments down below. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.